Bringing partners together, we can create significant change.
The YMCA ECE initiative is a perfect example of how we can accomplish a lot of things through partnerships.
There was a group of partners interested in putting together a fascinating project where we would take individuals on employment insurance and social income assistance, hopefully help them transition to the workplace where they would live happily ever after.
This is our opportunity to create for new collaboration, and it aligns perfectly with our vision of building stronger communities, transforming lives.
I've been on unemployment for about a year, working with my employment counselor pretty closely and trying to find some good options for me.
I was on social assistance for quite a few years, and I just wanted to better myself.
I was always passing out resumes, not getting no callbacks.
I was on unemployment maybe for about 4 or 5 months.
Stay-at-home mom, wasn't sure what I was going to do.
After job searching for a while, I couldn't find anything, so I decided to go back to school.
Most of our participants or our referrals were social assistance recipients. And they came to us with barriers such as childcare needs. A lot of them were single parents and just didn't have the support to go out and find work on their own.
The program was 27 weeks in length. We did first aid, CPR, WMIS, all those essential things. We trained people in that so they were ready to go. After completing their training component, they went on their work placement.
The Y became part of this program because we were interested in helping out and partnering with different organizations within the city of Saint John, but also helping people within our community to reach their full potential.
What we want to tap into is the employers that have the need and can offer positions to our client group. We need them to be able to take these entry-level people that we are investing in and for them to invest as well.
They came in, they were work ready as much as they could be at that point, but just really needed the break in somebody to invest in them to help them get to the next step.
And oftentimes it's people too that want to change. You know, they want to be trained in something that they can really feel good about, getting up in the morning and going to work every day.
It's not a cookie cutter approach to training, so we know from the get-go what we need in terms of the actual trades or occupational training.
It's not like being in high school. You're treated like an adult and you're respected like an adult and your opinion counts. Coming in, it's a bit frightening, but at the end of the first day, most people start to breathe easy and go, okay, I think I can do this.
We kind of did all the legwork for them, which made it easier and accessible for them to get into a program.
I didn't love school a whole lot back when I was in high school, but I thought, oh, back to school again, but it was totally different.
We had a Facebook group that supported the program, and you could really see the support even through that at night when somebody was, behind on their reading. There'd be 12 comments after supporting that person.
Everybody has something to offer, and certainly the more they can share their own experiences, it helps others as well.
I remember the first thread on the Facebook was about what school supplies to bring, and I was very anxious for all of them. And a few of us just said, it's included in the budget, your material is there, you just show up.
You're at that point in your life where you need a change, and you just got to stick to it, put everything you can into it, and just do it.
With this program, they got the 36 hours of orientation to what childcare is all about, and then the 12-week program of them being able to come in is kind of like an interview for them to see whether this is really the type of work that they want to be doing.
The ECE portion was great. I really enjoyed Amanda. She is the instructor for that. She just made everything relatable.
The first day that I walked in there, the nerves were high. They didn't know what to expect, and from that day on, it just got better and better and better.
I passed with a 92%, and I've never even had that mark ever in my life. I cried.
The goal for the Y was to be able to have these students come in and work alongside our teachers and have them mentor them to be able to see what it is to work in a childcare setting where it's day camp, after school or childcare, to make sure that that's something that they were interested in, that they wanted to do, and to be able to gain those skills and then be ready for employment.
I think it's a good way for employers to be able to get to know who they're going to be hiring. It also gives them an opportunity to do on-the-job training with them before they come in and have to be part of the ratios within the childcare, which is a big thing.
They had 12 weeks of mentoring alongside our staff, and we could see how wonderful they are. So it was great for us. It was such an easy transition with the kids right into our programs, and they were trained and they knew everything, and yeah, it worked out really well.
I felt they were very nervous, didn't know what to expect, and then as time went on, you could definitely see their confidence grew 100%, I would say, for most of them. Just, I want to do this, and I know that, and just so positive.
You know, for many of our clients, they kind of pushed pause in terms of moving forward in their life for whatever reason. And there are many reasons. But then they've dared to try this opportunity. And in doing that, I think that they've empowered themselves to keep going.
So many people out there that want to do the job but just don't know how to go about doing it. So for us to be able to pull 15 of them out and say, look, we're pretty well giving this to you at no cost, and we're lining it all up for you, and you just have to follow through and commit and put some effort into it, and you will get employment at the end of this.
At the beginning of the program, I told myself that I was going to put everything into it, all that I could.
That notion of giving people what they need, the skill set that they need, so that they can help themselves toward a living wage and get out of that poverty cycle, to me, that there's nothing more important than that.
Well, they always say it takes a village to raise a child, but it kind of takes a community to make an adult successful.
That's true. We can't move forward as a community without that way of thinking.
It's changed my life a lot. Like, I feel better about myself. I'm out doing something, helping kids.
But I think that it's allowed me to see what I'm actually capable of, because I wasn't sure that I was capable of coming in here and leading a group of 15 kids and having them listen to me and having them follow directions from me. I didn't think that that was something that was really in me, but it's becoming more and more apparent that I do have a lot of leadership qualities that I should embrace.
I have more confidence in myself. I enjoy my job.
I wish I could keep going. I kind of want to go back, but if I can keep going down the path that I am now, I think it's going to be good, and I love it here.
You want to be contributing, you want to make a good example for your children. So I think through this whole thing, regardless of what happened at the end, it was an experience. I made some good contacts, and it's allowed me to have a story to tell him when he's older about how hard I've worked to get to where I was, or where I am.
It really does provide or prove that working together, the government, the community, our education system, all working together really does make a huge impact.
We started with 15 individuals, 14 young ladies and 1 young man. All but 1 have found employment at the end, and even that individual will have successful opportunities going forward.
My name is Margie Gilmore, and I now work at the new Regional Y.
This is a community coming together.
And I think it's been the most amazing, positive thing I could ever go through.
If you're feeling alone and you're feeling like you can't get there, lean on your community, because we make great things happen.
If you're on income assistance or employment insurance, you're ready to move forward and take on a challenge in your life, something that you want to do for a long time, something where you see yourself sustaining a livelihood, reach out to us.